If you're watching in the West Country, you might be able to smell good food on the wind. The Padstow Christmas Festival started back in 2008 and has returned after a 2-year break due to the pandemic. Celebrating the best food, drink and produce that the region has to offer, the festival is championed by local chefs Paul Ainsworth, Rick Stein and Nathan Outlaw. Our South West England reporter, Jeff Moody, is at the festival, which is, I believe, a celebration of Cornish food, drink and produce. Are you enjoying yourself, Jeff?
I'm having a lovely time, Michael, and you're right, you can actually smell the good food on the wind. Now, you associate Cornwall, don't you, food-wise, with two things. Firstly, over there, fish and chips, and of course, Cornish pasties, and one more, of course, cream teas. But there's much, much more to Cornish cuisine than just that. Cornish cuisine has been developing and moving forward over the last few years, to the point that we're now getting celebrity chefs that are setting up down here and really putting Cornwall on the map when it comes to food. Let's talk to the organiser of the Padstow Christmas Market, Tina. Tina, thank you for inviting us down. Let's just quickly sort out, while we're talking about Cornish food, let's sort out the cream tea debate. Jam first or cream first?
It has to be jam first for me, I'm afraid.
Jam first. Well, you see, I live in Devon, so I do it the other way round, I'm afraid. But never mind, we'll do jam first now we're here. This has been going since 2008, hasn't it? What gave you the idea to do this?
Well, 2008 was a very poor year for everybody, as I'm sure people remember, and a group of us got together and thought, what can we do to actually encourage people to come to Padstow at a time when it would normally be quiet? So we thought, well, yeah, Christmas Festival, we'll go with that, and when would be good to have it? Well, first weekend in December. So the festival was born, and we've gone from strength to strength since then.
But you took a decision to focus primarily on the food and drink, didn't you? What made you decide to go down that route?
Well, I have to say, we were very lucky to have Rick Stein in Padstow, and he's very passionate about Padstow. And after discussions with him, we thought, well, he's got the reputation. We can use him to be involved, to demo dishes and other chefs. So we started to build on the fact that Padstow's become quite a foodie destination over the years, and build on that. And then now we're very lucky with the fact that Cornwall produces the most amazing produce in the county, and world-class produce, as the chefs will tell you. So of course then the Christmas market was born, and we decided to showcase what Cornwall does as well, or if not better than anyone else in the country.
Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed, Tina. Well, I'm going to have a wander around and see what I can find to eat and drink, but for now, thank you very much indeed. 30% of the people that come here are from Cornwall, but the rest of them, the other 70%, come from outside the county, outside the duchy. So people are coming from far and wide in order to sample the best of Cornish cuisine. Over there, you've got the Chef's Theatre, where the chefs are performing demonstrations of food, but I'm not going to have anything to eat quite yet. I'm going to have something to drink instead. Ed, your job interests me enormously. If it doesn't work out for me as a television journalist, I think I might have your job. You're a beer sommelier.
That is my job. I get to eat and drink for a living, responsibly, of course. No, I've got the best job in the world. It's wonderful.
So I notice you've got some beer here for me to try, but we're having it in champagne flutes rather than pint glasses. Why is that?
Absolutely. Well, we've respected wine. Wine and food has been the done thing for hundreds and hundreds of years. I realised that we haven't taught people about beer. Like, beer's 9,000 years old, and we put wine and champagne on a pedestal, spirits on a pedestal, and we look at beer as a consumable. So if you pop it in a champagne flute, but there's also a reason for this, because this is our lager, but this is a lager with a difference. This has won the world's best champagne beer twice now. This is Camel Valley Pilsner. So we have a Pilsner called Offshore, which is our lager, and our friends over down the river at Camel Valley Vineyard, they reseed it with their champagne yeast, so it goes through a double fermentation, becomes sort of bone dry. Lovely, lovely flavours on this one. Give it a go.
I will give it a go, yeah. I mean, cheers.
Cheers.
Do you clink glasses with beer?
With beer, of course we do. Absolutely.
Of course, years ago, hops were grown in abundance in Britain. Kent in particular and Herefordshire were massive hop gardens. When everyone from the east of London used to come down for the hop picking. We don't do that anymore, do we? We import our hops. does that mean that the quality of the beer isn't as good as it used to be?
Far from it. I suppose it's like grape varieties. We're still growing hops in Kent and Hereford. So traditional British hops like Fuggles and Northern Brewer for our sort of wonderful British cask ales. They're really subdued flavours, sort of spicy, earthy flavours. But you've got then the German hops and the Czech hops, so Saaz, and then in the Hallertau region of Germany, which is the biggest hop growing sort of area in the world. But now we've got New World hops from America that have got big, zingy sort of citrus flavours, passion fruit flavours, but with that is a new sort of bitterness as well. So a lot of the New World IPAs, as it were.